Okay, so here's our second example. Okay, so it says there were 23,500 people at a basketball game. The attendance for a basketball game declined at a rate of 5% per game throughout a losing season. Write an exponential decay function that describes the game attendance for the nth game after the first game. So again, don't let that nth thing freak you out or anything. They're just saying what's the general equation. And the general equation is important because then we can plug any amount of time into that to get what we need. So what we have here is our A, so our initial amount is going to be this 23,500. So 23,500 is our A, and then our rate is 5%, which if you write this as 5 over here and move your decimal over 2 spots. Now remember, because it's a single digit, we still move 2 places. We just are going to place a 0 in there. So it's 0.05. So not 0.5, it's 0.05. Okay, so my equation will be y equals 23,500 times 1 minus 0.05 to the, and they're using n. So we're going to use an n right there. So let's simplify that. 23,500. Let's see if I actually do this right this time. So that would be 0.95 to the n, right? And that would be equal to y. And so now if we want to find what it is after the 15th game, all right, and I don't know if they're talking about an NBA season, but a typical NBA team has 82 games a season, and 41 of those are at home. So that would be a little less than halfway through their season. All right, that'd be about a third of the way through their season. So let's put this in. So we have y equals 23,500 times 0.95 to the 15th power. So I think you'll get to see more of the decay really kick in because we're going a little further down the line here. So put 0.95 in, raise it to the 15th power. I'm hitting equals, and now I'm going to multiply that by 23,500, and I get, and remember, we are talking about people, so we are going to round this to the nearest, 1, right? Nearest whole number. So 10,887 people, which is, less than half of what they started this season. So kind of sad, but that is what happens. Yeah, that's how these work. Relatively straightforward. Don't overcomplicate them. And yep, and just remember for our equation, we have that y equals, I'll write it out one more time for you guys, 1 minus r to the t power. That is our form that we will use for everything. And then it's just a matter of finding that initial amount and finding that rate and making sure with a decay problem that you are subtracting and not adding. Right, and do it correctly, unlike I did in the start of the first video. All right, we're going to stop. We'll keep this one short and sweet, and we'll have the homework help video next.